Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It with Coupons, and I have got a CVS haul to share with you guys for this week. I did place this as a shipping order, and unfortunately I was waiting on a couple of the items kind of late into the week. I think the last two items ended up coming on today, which is Friday. And there was another two items I was waiting on that came on Thursday. I think everything else came for the most part on Wednesday, which is normally when it tends to come if I do a shipping order from CVS. But like I said, unfortunately I was waiting on some of those items kind of late into the week. So the sales only run up until the 16th, which is Saturday. So there's really only one day left to kind of do those deals, which would be on, again, today or Saturday. But for all of these items that I ended up getting, I did a few items were store pickup because they didn't have them available for shipping. And then I also ended up doing them as ship to home. The nice thing with CVS is that if you do have the Extra Care Plus subscription, so long as you spend $10 or more, there's no additional cost for shipping, which I do have that. So I was able to get these items shipped at no additional cost to me. And also the all-in-one transaction, and was able to do the few items that I wasn't able to ship and do it for store pickup, and then also do it as the shipping order for the other items. But it was all in one transaction. They just, again, to like break the items up as far as like where they're shipping from. Like I said, there's a few items that ship from certain stores that have them in stock and other stores that have them, you know, the bulk of the items in stock. And then I was able to do some of them as the items they had in stock at my store and do it for pickup. So like I said, that was pretty nice and convenient, but all of these items would have totaled $153.19. I paid $18.01 out of pocket plus tax and saved $135.18. Now I did use $50.38 in extra bucks that I'd earned from last week. I earned back though $46.35 in extra bucks this week, plus $2.87 for my Bada and $2 from Fetch, for a total of $51.22 back, making my net cost just $17.17 for all these items, which I think is a really good deal. And we do have the big hair event that is going on. So as you guys can see, I picked up a lot of shampoos and conditioners that I was able to get for really cheap this week. They had a ton of deals that were going on this week. They did have a few makeup items that were on clearance as well, and these paired up really nicely with some extra buck deals that were going on this week as well, which again I'll get into. But those can vary both based on store, but also again because I was able to get this shipped to me, those items will depend on availability based on your area as well still. But again, I was able to get some of those items shipped because they were at clearance at different stores around my area. I think they don't ship much further than like a certain area, so it still will depend sometimes on what stores in your area have in stock, at least based on like shipping from like the location that they ship from. That's what I've kind of noticed. I've never really had anything shipped from super far away, but again, those items, like I said, the clearance items will vary. They also have a ton of other deals as well that I was going to do, but there was just so much that was going on for this week that I was like, I'll wait for next week because this is the 2-week ad and this is the first week of that sale. So some of the coupons that I used will more than likely not reset for next week, so I won't be able to do those deals again. And some of the deals that were running that just have extra bucks going on, I can do this week and next week, or next week if I wanted to. So anyways, these are the items though that I ended up picking up for this week. I picked up 2 of the Axe deodorants. These are priced $6.29 regular price, so they totaled $12.58. We have a $6 off 2 digital coupon, so you'll pay $6.58 for these, but then earn $4 back in extra bucks when you buy 2, making these $2.58 for 2, or just $1.29 each, and you'd save $10 with those. I also picked up 2 of the Gillette shave foams. These are priced $3.49 regular price, but they are on sale, buy one get one 50% off, and that includes the Gillette shave foams and also the Gillette shave razors. It's like the Gillette shave products this week. They're running with an extra buck, and that is the same extra buck as the razor. So if you're planning on doing that, or even mixing and matching, just make sure that you are not buying like 4 items and expecting to get the 2 extra bucks back. It is just running with 1 extra buck deal, if that makes sense. So again, these will total $5.23 for the 2 of them with that buy one get one 50% off sale. Regularly be $6.98. There is a $4 extra buck that you'll get back when you buy 2, and like I said, that is for the Gillette shave like needs items. So it's going to either be shave foam or razors or, like I said, those items. So just make sure however you're doing it, if you're mixing and matching, buying these or buying the razors, that you're not buying more than that, because it is like the same extra buck that you would earn back. So with these, it'll be $1.23 as a net cost for both items, or just 62 cents each, and you save $5.75, which is a pretty good deal for that. And then I also picked up 2 of the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel nail polishes. I picked up some different varieties that were on clearance last week, but these worked out a little bit, like I said, differently because of the different clearance and the price that they normally are. But these were $6.39 on clearance, and even though the stickers on there, again, that was from whatever store they were initially 30% off, but with the online price at least, they were 50% off. So they're regularly $12.97, so they would have totaled $25.58. For the both of them though, at the clearance price, they're $12.78. And there is a $3 off digital coupon and also a $2 off digital coupon. Those were not CRTs, they were both manufacturer coupons, but because you're buying both items, you can use them since they're both off of one, like the $3 off one and $2 off one. But for some reason, we just have 2 Sally Hansen nail products available for us this week. They have both of those coupons, so you'll pay $7.78 for these, but then you can earn $7 back in extra bucks when you buy 2 of the Sally Hansen nail products this week, making these just 78 cents for 2 or 39 cents each, and you save $24.80. Those are some expensive nail polishes, so like I said, that was a really good deal for those, but they didn't have a ton of variety. I think these were the only ones actually that they had that were left as far as like the color goes, so that's why I picked up 2 of the exact same, and I'm going to share one with my mom. So we picked those up, but also the Maybelline plumping lip glosses. Again, you guys can see on there the stickers say 30% off, but in the online price they're 50% off. They're regularly $13.59, so they would have totaled $27.18, but they're on clearance for 50% off with the online price, so they'll be $6.78. For the 2 of them, that totals $13.58. But we have a $4 off digital CRT, and that CRT is available to all accounts. I did not use any personalized CRTs because I have not been getting those. So this is one of those ones that is advertised and everybody should have available to them. So you'll pay $9.58 for these, but then you can earn $6 back in extra bucks when you buy 2, making these $3.58 for 2 or $1.79 each, and you save $23.60. Also some expensive plumping lip glosses as well. And you could do the Maybelline deal with the eyeshadow as well if you wanted to, and again, that's that normal kind of deal that we always get with the Maybelline eyeshadows where they're like super cheap as well. Since these were on clearance, and again, I thought there's something that's that expensive for that cheap, I thought that was a really good deal, and I don't know if that will be available next week, so probably this week I'll do the Maybelline eyeshadow deal if, again, to that the CRT should reset in the extra buck, so it should be available to do next week for me as well. But you could also, like I said, do that. That's, again, that is that same deal that we normally get with the Maybelline eyeshadow, where, like I said, with the CRT and like the extra buck, they wind up being really cheap. I also picked up 2 of the Bodycology body mists. These are $5.99 regular price, so they would have been $11.98, but they're on sale, buy one get one 50% off, so they'll be $8.98 after that sale price, and that's what you'll pay out of pocket. But you can earn $5 back in extra bucks this week when you buy 2, making these $3.98 for 2 or $1.99 each, and you save $8. I am hoping that these are kind of, hopefully, a little bit similar to like Bath and Body Works. I don't know if it'll be exactly, but I know those are, again, normally pretty expensive, and I am a sucker for fragrance mists and sprays and stuff like that. I have a pretty good collection, so I thought, like I said, I was excited to try these out and see how these hold up compared to the Bath and Body Works kind. And again, at $2, I thought that was a really, really good price. I also picked up one of the Bactine sprays. Our regular price $7.99, and you'll pay $7.99 out of pocket, but you can earn a $5 extra buck back when you buy one. In addition to that, Ibotta also had a 50% back rebate, which would give you back $2.87. It was not exactly 50%. It was probably 50% compared to like a bunch of other stores. Like, that's how they calculated how much that is. and at CVS is a lot more money. So with that though, you'll earn the Ibotta offer back. Plus, for me, I also earned $2 back from Fetch for buying 2 of these, which I bought one a few weeks ago and earned the one towards it, and then I earned the second one when I bought this. So for me, my Fetch offer was buy 2 and you earn $2 back. You could end up having a $1 back when you buy 1. It just depends. But if yours is a $2 back when you buy 2 offer, you could buy one this week, and then also again too, the sales for next week will be the same, so you can buy another one of those next week. And you could either buy the spray, which is more expensive, or you could also buy the ointment. Now, the Ibotta offer that I had was on the spray, which is why I did this, but the ointment's a little bit cheaper, and when you get the extra buck back, I think it's like $1.60 or 29 or something like that, or 69 cents. So again, you could do that or the spray and then get the Fetch offer back possibly next week if that is, you have the $2 back when you buy 2, plus you get the extra buck back this week, but then also doing the deal again next week as well. You get that extra buck back and be able to submit for Fetch both this week and next week as well if yours again is the $2 back on 2. So for me, this was completely free, plus I also made $1.88 on that, and that was also because of that Fetch offer. Like I said, even if you didn't have that Fetch offer or you weren't submitting for it or whatever, it would still wind up working out to be really cheap with that Ibotta offer if it's still available. If not, like I said, you can still get the ointment and with just getting the extra buck back, no Fetch offer or the Ibotta offer. So like I said, it's kind of up to you how you want to do that. But I also picked up 2 of the Colgate toothpaste, which are priced $3.99. So the 2 of them totaled $7.98. They are regularly $4.79, so they would have been $9.58, but we do have a $3 off 2 digital coupons. So you'll pay $4.98 out of pocket, but can earn $4 back in extra bucks when you buy 2, making these 98 cents for 2 or 49 cents each, and you save $8.60. And then with the big hair event that is going on, this is when you spend $40, you get $10 off with the digital coupon. And this is also like a CRT, as you're going to find it in the same spot. And this is available for all accounts. And again, it should be available next week as well. But with this deal that I ended up doing, I picked up 2 of the L'Oreal, which are priced $11 for 2. These are regularly $6.29, so they would have been $12.58. We have a $3 off of 2 digital coupon, so you'll pay $8 for that, but earn $3 back in extra bucks when you buy 2, making these $5 for 2 or $2.50 each. It's not considering in our $10 off coupon when we spend $40, because like I said, I'll add up all of these, share with you guys what all 8 of the shampoos, conditioners, items that I picked up, and then what my cost was after that $10 off $40 coupon. I also picked up 2 of the Garnier Fruit Teas, which are priced $9 for 2, regularly $5.29, so they would have been $10.58. $3 off 2 digital coupons, so you can use that, pay $6, and earn $3 back in extra bucks when you buy 2, making those $3 for 2 or $1.50 each. The Garnier Whole Blends are also on sale, $9 for 2, regularly $5.79, so the 2 of them would have been $11.58. We have a $3 off 2 digital coupon on the Whole Blends, and you will pay $6 for those, but earn $3 in extra bucks back when you buy 2, making those $3 for 2 or $1.50 each. And that is a separate like offer and coupon, the extra buck, from the Fruit Teas. Sometimes it'll just be like Garnier products and you have to pick and choose which ones you want to do, but with this it is separate. Both the Fruit Teas and the Whole Blends are both a separate coupon and separate extra buck as well. So you can pick up 2 of the Fruit Teas and 2 of the Whole Blends. Then I also picked up 2 of the OGX shampoos and conditioners, which are priced at $8.29 regular price. So they would have been $16.58, but they're on sale, buy one get one 40% off. So they'll be at $13.26 after that sale. And we have a $6 off 2 digital coupons. So you'll pay $7.26 for these, but earn a $2 extra buck back when you buy 2, making these $5.29 for 2, $2.63 each. So the total retail price with no sales or anything for those 8 hair care items would have been $51.32. But at the sale price for this week, they'll total $42.23 for those items. So again, we are above the $40 threshold that in order to use that $10 off $40 hair care purchase. So that coupon will come off along with the $15 in digital coupons that I mentioned. So you'll pay $17.26 for these items, but then you will earn back $11 in extra bucks from all of the extra buck deals that I mentioned that go along along with those items. So your net cost for all 8 of those items is just $6.26 for all 8, or about 78 cents each. And you save $45.06 for all of those. So like I said, as far as individual deals go on each of those, they're not like the best. Maybe the Garnier products are like a pretty good deal, but the L'Oreal and the OGX are a little bit more money than I probably spend on shampoos and conditioners. But because of that spend 40 and you get the $10 off coupon this week, it makes them under $1 per shampoo and conditioner, which is like an absolutely amazing price for those. But that was it for me. That was what I ended up picking up this week at CVS. And like I said, for the most part, a lot of these deals will still be available for next week. So just check to make sure that the coupons are still available. But the extra buck offers will more than likely still be available next week as well if you wanted to do them. And those sales would run until the 23rd. So like I said, even though this is the last day kind of the sales that I'm sharing with you guys for CVS for this week, next week they're running the exact same ad. So it'll be the exact same sales, exact same extra bucks. The only thing you do need to maybe check for a little bit is just to make sure that those coupons don't expire. Sometimes the coupons only run for 1 week. Sometimes they will run for 2 weeks. Sometimes we get new coupons on the second week of the ad. So like I said, just double check on those and see what is still available. But for the most part, like the hair care deal will probably still be available for next week. And I think most of those coupons will be available for both weeks as well. But if you did use them up this week, they will more than likely not reset. So again, you do sort of need to pick and figure out which deals you want to do which week. Like I said, I'm picking a handful of them, ones that I thought were really good and thought also might sell out, like they might not have available next week, and then do some of the other deals for the following week's ad as well. And we'll probably just roll over all the extra bucks I earned from this week into next week's transaction. So I will have my haul for next week. Hopefully it gets here a little bit earlier in the week and I can share with you guys those. But if you guys have a haul or any other deals that are going on at CVS for this week, let me know about it. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like and follow, and I'll see you guys all in the next haul. So bye guys.